Good morning, my impatience. It is I, Andrew the Android Koloski here. I am live and ready to perform for all of you. How art thou? How art thou, my impatience? So I have a little, I don't know if it's a Memorial Day party or get together, but I have something I'm going to today, which I'm obviously excited about because I don't usually do things. So I'm excited to go to this get together. It should be a fun day. It's going to be a long day. And that will be taking place today. Some friends from my art class, I think I'm getting together with. So I'm excited. That should be happening around. Don't lean backwards. Don't want to hurt myself. It sounds like fun. Yeah, I'm sure it will be a fun day. I'm just killing some time before I get going. Basically. Yeah, I know a lot of people tend to sleep late on Sundays. I'm going live at 9:30 a.m. on a Sunday, so I'm not expecting a lot of people to join, but you never know. Maybe some people will join. You never know. You never know. Pete says it's 6:30 where he is. Where are you located? Are you in California? Is Pizza Pasta in California? Well, where is it 6:30 pizza? Is it? Are you in California right now? He's not far from California. Okay, he's on the West Coast. He's on the West Coast. Yeah, see, I'm on the East Coast. I hear neighbors talking outside. I always get paranoid when I hear neighbors talking outside that police and the ambulance, they're going to come and take me to the hospital for a month. I don't know why I always get scared when I hear people talking outside or ambulances. Maybe it's PTSD because, the psychiatric hospital is obviously like a prison. You don't want to be there unless you have to. So, yeah. So I'm like, just stop talking, people. Somebody says they're coming to take you away, ho ho. They're coming to take you away, ha ha, to the happy home. I hope not. I really hope not. Let me put on the air conditioner to drown out the noise of the people talking. I don't want to hear people talking because it scares me. I get afraid. I'm going to get a bang on my door like this. Andrew, come with us. You're going into the ambulance. You're going to be taken to the hospital. I don't want that. I get scared. I get scared of that. I'm frightened of that. For the obvious reasons. La 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 la. All right. So I've kind of gotten to a point where, yeah, I don't know, it doesn't even matter. What's your day supposed to be like, Pizza Pasta? What do you got in store for the day? Pizza Pasta says, I am worried about you, big dog. I wish you would get on the meds that make you slightly more stable before we get the bad ending. We want to see me get the good ending. I had an appointment with my psychopharmacologist, Dr. Copland, yesterday. His take was, I'm not manic. There's really no need for mood stabilizing medications. Basically, what I need to do is I need to do more activities outside of the house, outside of my bedroom, like like getting a job, at a supermarket or at a coffee shop, or if those type of jobs bore me, get a job as a peer specialist. He seems to also feel I need to coexist more with, you know, somebody asks, did I mention to Dr. Copland the OnlyFans thing? No, I didn't. I was too uncomfortable to, but I told him how I have a social media addiction and I spend a lot of time invested in this pipe dream that social media is going to pay off with riches and fame, superstardom. And he says, it's a little bit of an addiction, and give up the addiction and live and try to make your life happen. Somebody says, right now obviously I'm dependent on my parents financially, and if they cut me off, I'm screwed. I'll be homeless or in the psychiatric hospital, so I'm lucky to have my parents. Dr. Copland also told me yesterday to be more appreciative of my parents and try to forgive them for any things they may have done and try to coexist with them. you know, let's say they had nefarious intentions to pharmacologically abuse me, which apparently they didn't. They didn't have nefarious intent. He said, just try to forgive people, and move on. And I mean, by holding on to the anger, I'm just ruining my life. Basically, I need to get more independent. And Dr. Copland seemed to feel like one of the biggest steps was going to these mental health groups, which I'm kind of doing with the art class and NAMI, but he seems to feel I need to do more of that, and he also seems to feel a job so I can make some money is a really big step, and he seems to feel my parents would be less peeved by me if I contribute to the household financially, even if it's just a minimum wage job like a stock clerk, cashier, waiter, and stuff. So that was his take yesterday. He seems to feel, you know, he seems to feel more than medication. I need to fucking get off the internet and just live in the real world. So he says, also, it wouldn't hurt to contribute to cooking and cleaning the house. Those are skills you should be working on learning now while your parents are still around. Somebody says, your mom can't make you salmon dinners forever. That's true. It's important to get independent. When you're dependent on somebody, when the person you're dependent on goes away, you're up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. You're up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. Major of India says, hey, Andrew should get independent. Yes. You don't want to be up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. So if you were going to like a Memorial Day, I don't even know what I'm going to today, but would you bring munchkins or a gift or something, or would you just arrive empty-handed? I don't think anybody fucking wants munchkins from Dunkin' Donuts. Maybe they do, but I don't know. It's a nice gesture, but I think I'm just gonna get a box of munchkins, put it on the table, and it's just gonna sit there and nobody's gonna eat it. You know. I hate to arrive. I don't even know what I'm going to really. I think it's a party or walk in a park or something. But yeah, yeah. The Munchkins are the mini, like, tiny donuts, like little donut balls. Yeah. So this is what the fuck are Munchkins? You don't know what Munchkins are? They're like little tiny donut balls. They're not actual donuts. They're like the mini donuts. I was gonna get a box of Munchkins as a nice gesture. Oh, they renamed Munchkins. Let's see. Are Dunkin' Donuts Munchkin because of are Dunkin' maybe Dunkin' Donuts renamed Munchkins? Come on, come on! I want to go to their. Okay. Are Munchkins? Let's see. That's still called Munchkins. It's a type of donut. No, I think they're still called Munchkins. I don't think they renamed them. Hey, Brandon. Hey, Brendan. How you doing? Hello. So I had a psychopharmacology appointment yesterday, and frankly, like from the moment the appointment started to the time the appointment ended, I just didn't want to fucking be in the appointment. I didn't want to talk to the guy. I feel like he over medicated me for 10 years, and I just want to fire him. But my mom says I need a psychiatrist. I just kind of like sat there and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I want to fire him, basically. But my mother kind of, I feel like I was pharmacologically abused by my parents and him, and I just don't want to see him anymore. I just don't want to see him anymore. And he was talking to me for 45 minutes, and the 45 minutes were boring and they just dragged. And, I don't know. I need a new doctor, a fresh perspective, because I don't believe. I mean, I know he claims his intentions were never nefarious with the mega regimen of medications, but of course, I mean, I don't think he had nefarious. I don't know. I just want a new doctor. You know. Frankly, it's just I don't know. I mean, frankly, I feel like after the hospitalizations in 2023 and you're feeling I was pharmacologically abused. I mean, we should have fired him a long time ago. We should have fired him a long time ago. But it's up to me to find somebody else. Actually, I don't know. To be honest with you, I just don't want him as my psychopharmacologist or psychiatrist anymore. I want somebody new. Pizza Pasta says you keep saying you were over medicated and pharmacologically abused, but you're constantly suffering from paranoid delusions on your current medication. It's almost like your prescription isn't as reliable as the doctor's. Yeah, I guess you're right, Pizza Pasta. I mean, that's a fair point. Somebody says perception is not prescription. No, perception is not prescription. I guess you're right. I guess you're right. I guess you're right, Pizza Pasta. So he says, my perception is messed up. My perception is messed up. I need some more medications. I guess you're right, pizza pasta. I need some more meds. Some Major of India says the doctor gets paid whether your suffering gets better or worse. That's true. That's why I feel like, I feel like he didn't really care how much medication I was on, and my mother could say how, sick I was, and he would prescribe more medications, and frankly, I feel like I know he says his intentions were not nefarious, but frankly, I don't think he cared that much. You know what I mean? He was just getting paid. He prescribed the medications. I mean, obviously, he wouldn't do anything negligent to kill me, because he doesn't want to lose his license. But I feel like I was over medicated ridiculously. It was because of my mother, and he didn't get. I mean, and the psychopharmacologist didn't really care. I mean, he'll say his intentions were never nefarious, but he was getting paid regardless, and he's concerned about himself, his job, his career. That's how I see it. He wasn't concerned that I was taking a mega regimen for 10 years, and if I get cancer, he's just going to say, "Oh, there was no medical evidence that these medications caused cancer. We didn't know." So he doesn't really give a shit about me or my life, or he's just that's how I see it. I mean, Pizza Pasta says there's no evidence of what you're saying. These are delusions, Andrew. Somebody says you need medications, Andrew. I guess you're right. I guess you're right. So, on a lighter note, I'm excited to go to this socialization get together today. It's gonna be epic. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna get going here. I appreciate you guys having watched me. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we're really a lot of people are really hopping at 9:50 in the morning, but yeah, to be honest with you, I don't really want to take the I'm taking the Abilify 10 milligrams because my father literally watches me take it every night. But to be honest with you, I don't want to take any medications. I don't want to take anything. I want to be off my medications and be completely natural. That's what I want. That's what I want. You know. Pizza Pasta says, "Take your medication. Take your medication." Andrew, take your medication. Take your medication. Andrew. You need your medications. When you're off your medications, people say, "Mommy, I'm scared. Mommy, I'm scared." There's a man with schizoaffective right over there. All right. So it says, we just want you to be happy, healthy, and entertaining, Andrew. Yes, yes, yes. La 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 la. So do you guys think there are hidden realities when it comes to my parents, family, friends? Do you think there are secrets that will make me angry or not really? Do you think everything is as it appears to be and my parents are being honest and transparent with me? Somebody says, no, there are no hidden realities. There are no secrets. Toggle the switch to off. Don't get emotional. Everything is as it appears to be at the surface. There are no hidden realities. The hidden realities are the hidden realities. Somebody says, if your parents wouldn't care, they wouldn't feed you dinner, they wouldn't provide you with an apartment, you'd be on the street or in the hospital, basically. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna hit the old dusty trail and get going. I appreciate you guys for having watched. I'll talk to you all again soon. Peace out. Peace out. Later.